At exactly 9 p.m. from Glasgow's Central Railway Station, a passenger train slowly began to pick up speed. Its number was 1A23, the Glasgow-London Night Express. For ordinary passengers, it felt like just another routine night journey. But inside two sealed parcel coaches, there was something powerful enough to shake entire cities. £420 million in cash, packed inside 224 reinforced wooden crates, each stamped with official seals from the Bank of England. Right next to the parcel coach, armed officers from the British Transport Police stood guard. Everything appeared secure, at least from the ground. The train continued moving through the dark night. Wheels thundered over steel tracks. And during this journey, something happened that even today is marked as impossible in police files. While the train was moving, while police were on board, while doors were sealed, the roof of the train was cut open. Someone climbed on top, someone used welding equipment, and somehow they entered the coach and reached the cash. The question is, how did this happen on a moving train without anyone noticing? In Britain, millions of banknotes pass through hands every day, but every note has a lifespan. Over time, notes become torn, damaged, stained, or unreadable. In banking terms, these are called soiled and mutilated currency. Such notes cannot remain in circulation, so banks across the UK collect them and send them to the Bank of England. There, they are stored in secure currency vaults and later destroyed or replaced with new notes. This is a routine process, weekly, monthly, nationwide. But on August 8, 2016, this very routine became the foundation of Britain's most mysterious train robbery. That day, multiple banks across Scotland and Northern England, especially HSBC and Lloyds Banking Group, prepared a massive consignment of old £20 notes, most of them printed before 2005 and no longer fit for circulation. The total value? £420 million. The cash was packed into 224 sealed wooden crates, each numbered, logged, and documented. The chosen train was the Glasgow-London Night Express, a daily passenger service that departed Glasgow at night and arrived in London early morning. On August 8th, the train departed on schedule. Passengers settled in, some prepared to sleep, some stared into the darkness outside. But inside one specific parcel coach, there were no passengers, only 224 crates and £420 million. At around 9:30 p.m., the train left Glasgow completely. Platforms disappeared behind. The engine roared louder. Speed stabilized. Security personnel were positioned in nearby coaches. Everything looked under control. But this was the moment when the second face of the story came alive. As the train moved south, the environment changed. Lights faded, stations grew smaller. Then came a critical stretch between Carlisle and Preston. This section had no overhead electric lines. The train switched entirely to diesel power. Speed slightly reduced, noise deepened, and surrounding silence grew heavy. That silence hid movement. On the roof of the train, shadows emerged. 5 to 6 individuals had already climbed onto the moving train, exactly as planned. Faces covered, clothes ordinary, but every movement showed confidence. This wasn't their first time. Wind pressure, steel roof, vibration, everything had been calculated. They moved directly above the parcel coach, the coach carrying £420 million. One man pulled out a gas cutter. A blue-yellow flame lit the darkness. The roar of the diesel engine swallowed the sound of cutting metal. Slowly, carefully, a 2 by 2 foot square hole was cut into the roof. Sweat poured. The train shook, but hands did not tremble. Every second mattered. Within minutes, the opening was ready. 2 men descended using ropes. Inside the coach, darkness, heat, rows of wooden crates. No windows, no guards, only government seals and serial numbers. They knew exactly which crates to target. This was not guesswork. This was insider-level planning. They went straight for crate number 20, seal broken, lid opened. Inside, stacks of 20-pound notes, exactly 50 million pounds. Without delay, bundles were wrapped in cloth. Next target, crate number 16. Inside, 35 million pounds. 2 more crates were partially opened but left untouched. Either time was running out or the limit had been reached. This is what makes the heist different. Out of 420 million pounds, only 72 to 75 million pounds was taken. No greed, no panic. This was calculated extraction, mission-oriented. Money was tied tightly in cloth bundles. Ropes pulled them back up. Once on the roof, the bundles were thrown off the side at a pre-decided slow speed zone. A ground team was already waiting. This location was chosen just before the next major station, so the train's speed was lower. Throughout the operation, no one inside heard a thing. Why? Because the parcel coach was completely isolated. No armed guard inside, diesel engine noise, night timing. Everything favored the criminals. Security personnel were in nearby coaches, watching outward. No one imagined danger from above. One by one, the men disappeared. The hole remained. The train continued as if nothing had happened. The operation finished between 12:15 a.m. and 1:30 a.m. Passengers slept. Security stayed alert, unaware that the threat had already escaped. At around 4 a.m., the train reached London Euston Station. Everything appeared normal. No one knew that during this very journey, Britain's boldest train heist had already succeeded. At 10:55 a.m., officials from the Bank of England arrived at the rail yard. Unloading followed standard protocol. From outside, everything looked normal. Sealed coach, official tags, paperwork intact. Then the lock was opened. Inside, a massive hole in the roof. Sunlight poured directly onto the crates. Lids broken, notes scattered, bundles torn apart. Silence. Then panic. Within minutes, British Transport Police, Scotland, and national authorities were alerted. The yard was sealed. The question was simple: how much was gone? After counting, 72 to 75 million pounds. This was no longer theft, it was a national security issue. Forensics arrived, fingerprints lifted, blood samples collected. Someone had been cut, but database checks returned nothing. No matches. CCTV showed nothing useful. The actual crime happened in a rural, non-electrified stretch. No witnesses. Multiple special investigation teams were formed. For 2 years, nothing. 3 theories dominated: inside job, local gangs, professional interstate criminals. By late 2017, the case was going cold. Then, in August-September 2018, cell tower data changed everything. Dozens of phone numbers were moving in perfect coordination with the train, all traced back to a known criminal network operating across northern England and Wales. Arrests followed. Confessions confirmed everything: roof entry, crate numbers, timing, escape routes. Every detail matched. The case took 2 years and 2 months to solve, not because the crime was perfect, but because patience was required. This case shattered the myth of the perfect crime. Technology, coordination, persistence. No matter how clever the crime, the system eventually learns, and when it does, justice arrives.